Congratulations on another successful peace summit, Mr. President.
Don't congratulate me. Congratulate the peacemaker.
You crack me up, little brain salad in a blender, Mr. Spatula. He's been acting surly and withdrawn lately, even for a vice president. But I never thought it would come to this. His lust for power has twisted him into a mockery of the goldfish we once kind of loved. That insouciant fin-flapping, that glassy, malevolent stare, like a sociopath or a Fox newscaster. Mr. Spatula has become pure evil.
Staging a coup, Spatula? Not on my watch! Eliminate him. You are my idol!
I didn't...
Flint paper!
Hiya, fellas! Hey, what's the rumpus? I'm in the middle of some sensitive PI business.
And we respect your sensitivity.
Is that mechanical goon one of yours?
By the sacred sideburns of Isaac Asimov!
My Maimtron 9000!
Destroy Simon Max. Destroy Simon Max.
That's who, Maimtron.
That's what Mr. Spatula gets for sending a hitman with lousy aim. Max, what say we go down and administer a freelance police-style beatdown to that metal monstrosity?
And then dance on its smoking carcass.
It's that attention to detail that makes me glad you're still president, little buddy.
Hi everyone, welcome back for Season 2 of Let's Play Sam & Max. This time, we are beyond time and space. Yeah, go figure. A few things have changed. Most notably, we have a neighbor now that we can actually talk to. So let's talk to Flint.
We didn't see you at all last year, Flint. What gives?
I had one hell of a crazy case, fellas. Foiling a conspiracy in the movie biz, matching wits with a reanimated Grover Cleveland, breaking up Ascension's cell phone network, and a showdown with a cult leader on Saturn Sergeant's moon!
Wow! How come we never get to do cool stuff like that?
Yeah, I would like to travel to Saturn. Oh well. Let's keep looking around and see what new things they have in the office.
Max's entire costume for his nationally televised Salute to America pageant.
Highest ratings ever for both the TV networks and the American Psychiatric Association's emergency helpline.
Not a surprise. What are we carrying with us? I better check that out. Just the gun. Okay. Unfortunately, I couldn't examine that little picture that was sitting there of, See, it won't let me examine that. But you notice we've got a few things from the last episode. The little Whack the Rats game here. Jimmy's still here. The little potions from Reality 2.0 sitting there.
We keep everything filed under S, for stuff.
Oh, that's nice and neat there.
Jesse James's shooting hand.
And we still have all of our souvenirs. What are we... How is he still alive?
Keep up the good work, Leonard. A souvenir from our takedown of the Toy Mafia. A souvenir from when Max eliminated Hugh Bliss. It's the former president's dismembered head.
Collect all 43.
Brady's fro must be at least 60% dust mites and skin flakes at this point. Our broken Reality 2.0 goggles.
And...
we never should have let that deadbeat Jimmy Two-Teeth sublet. Pardoned? Have you been abusing your presidential powers again, Max?
That depends on what your definition of abuse is.
Or what your definition of is. One of the two.
I'm surprised this game survived being thrown clear of the Playland and Casino explosion.
Not nearly as surprised as the guy it landed on.
Yeah, I'd say he's... See, we won't win anything, so I'm just going to blow up whatever I can here. I'm getting a little bit of lag trying to control this.
You lose.
Again!
Nah, we don't need to begin. You can't win any prizes this time. It's just for fun if you want to replay it.
Mariachi frogs, posed just as they appear in nature.
I'll take your word for it there.
Essential for interrogating perps and telling spooky ghost stories.
I can think of better things for spooky ghost stories
The
there.
nerve center of our entire crime-stopping operation.
We really should get rid of that VCR, Sam. It eats tapes.
So do you, but I don't think about throwing you out with the trash. Often. For very long.
Well, that's good.
I see that America's Next White Noise is still on the air.
I voted for bendy images and the sounds of gravel being poured down a toilet.
Yeah, that'd be more entertaining than most stuff on TV.
I always wondered what the nation's president keeps in his desk.
You don't want to know, Sam. Trust me.
You know, I will trust him on that.
Tripe nachos and a pickle juice sludgy. I must have been sleep snacking again. I haven't done that since I was asleep at camp and somebody put my hand in warm beef fat. Max?
All right, I admit it. But the look on your face was classic.
How does that work? Warm beef fat, really?
It's our Salvia Hispanica Brady Culture Head.
Safe and fun gardening at home with no threat of legal action due to trademark infringement.
Good morning, angels. For your next case, you'll have to go undercover, deep undercover, as queens of the roller rink. Bosley will have all the details. Good luck, angels, and knock 'em dead. I gotta stop moonlighting.
Well, if you ever wondered what Charlie looked like, there he is.
Good morning, angel. For your
Same
next
thing.
case, roller rink.
Yeah,
will
same thing.
I got.
Well, let's see what's on the answering machine, huh?
Yes, this is this is IP Freely. Do you have Leonard's snake charmer in the closet? Then you should see a doctor about that. No, wait. Let me start over.
Max, crank calls only work when you call someone besides us.
This is the only phone number I can remember, Sam.
It does make things difficult.
I'm looking for Amanda Beaton Pummel. Wait. God, never mind. Yes, this is President
They only had two.
Max, crank call.
This is the...
Okay.
It's filled with Max's receipts from the tanning parlor.
They're obviously doing him a whole lot of good, aren't they?
Max chatting with the former president before violently decapitating it. Our ride photo from Hugh Bliss's roller coaster. Max just couldn't resist flashing the camera.
Haven't we pointed out he's naked before? Just saying. Well, with everything looked at in the room... 8 minutes later, huh? Okay, let's look at the Maimtron here. The thing that's outside causing us problems.
He's tearing apart the entire building. He's tearing apart the entire building.
Okay. So we can't do anything to him up here yet. But we can go to ground level and see what he's doing down there. When it loads.
What goes up must come down.
There goes
Why
Sybil's
you
office.
fools making all that damn racket?
Just to tell you once again, who's bad.
Holy...
Good arm on that one.
I'm gonna tear your playhouse down pretty soon.
He may be a mechanized engine of wanton destruction, but his taste in hideous middle-of-the-road pop music is impeccable.
Okay. And he has a wind-up key.
I can't reach his wind-up key from here.
I've lost that loving feeling. Oh, oh, oh.
Excuse me, Mr. Ginormous wind-up toy of destruction, sir.
Yes.
I don't suppose you'd care to stop tearing apart our building.
In truth, it does not matter. I exist only as a mechanized engine for destruction. What I do is what I am, whether I care for it or not.
Oh no, Sam. He's been to community college!
It's trouble,
Yeah.
all right. Would you stop doing this, please?
If you start me up, I'll never stop.
Huh?
I exist to destroy. I am carrying out my sole purpose of existence. So philosophically, the question is not would I stop, but can I stop?
And the answer?
No.
Which raises the question. Would I stop beating his rusty metal ass? Or could I stop?
Freelance police. You're under arrest.
Put down the building and come peacefully, and only one of us needs to get hurt.
I answer to no authority but that of my mechanized will. I've got to go where I want to go. Do what I want to do.
You know, that's not helping.
We'd like you to stop tearing apart our neighborhood.
Celebrate good times. Come on.
Yeah.
Seriously, you're under arrest. We're police.
All the cops in the donut shop say, way oh, way oh, way oh, way oh.
That's it! No one quotes "walk like an Egyptian" to me and lives!
Do you really want to hurt me? Do you really want to make me cry?
Yes, and yes.
You saw that coming, right?
We're gonna report you. What's your serial number?
8675309.
I can't take much more of this, Sam.
I fought the law and the robot won.
Okay, well, this is the only thing we can really interact with in
We'll
here.
be right back.
Please
Asking him a
remember
question
to
is the
re-enter
way to
the
go.
building so I may crush you in it.
Will do.
And of course, he's going to keep trying to tear apart the building, but he will not.
This parking meter could withstand
You
anything.
know.
Ah, parking meters. They're like the cockroaches of architecture.
This parking meter... Oh,
And unfortunately, the DeSoto is kind of stuck on its side, which limits us to just walking around right here.
there's only one way we can go from here.
That's the spirit,
Straight
Sam.
down. Yeah, we can't walk any further to the left there either,
Karma,
so...
karma, 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 chameleon.
Excuse me, Mr. Maimtron.
Yes.
No, obviously, what we need to do is get to the reach of that wind-up key. And notice, when he's turned around looking at us, the wind-up key is at least reasonably close to the window. So this actually makes somewhat of sense, but if we just run up there to try to grab it, we're going to have a problem because he'll just turn around and get back out of reach. So what we need to do
You
is
seem like a smart
distract
guy.
him.
For a robot.
Can you explain something to us?
There is no question you could have that I could not answer immediately. Shoot. Metaphorically.
Aww.
Yeah.
Why are you doing this?
I have no choice. The dictates of existential philosophy are clear. When a problem comes along, you must whip it good.
Kierkegaard?
Close. Devo.
Do you have free will?
There is no such thing as free will. We do only what we are predetermined to do.
Hey, robot. Would you be available as a witness for my next war crimes trial?
I should have free time after I destroy you both.
Great!
Well, I can't really argue that point, can I?
Does might make right?
It might.
He's right.
What if everything is an illusion and nothing exists?
That theory was refuted by the ancient Australian philosopher Newton John, who said, "Let's get physical, physical, I want to get physical."
It's all so complicated.
You know, I would beg to differ with calling her ancient. She's old, but, you know.
Could God create a kidney stone so large that even he couldn't pass it?
Of course, an omnipotent God can, by definition, create anything he can conceive of. My question, can anyone set up a joke so obvious that even you would not take it?
Does not compute.
Exactly. So, you notice that this robot has gone all philosophical on us. So we need a question that will, well, not only gone philosophical, but also gone for, you know, pop music. So we need a question that will keep him thinking. And now that we're, you know, now that we're kind of whittled down all the funny choices, we have this one.
Why do fools fall in love?
Why do birds sing so gay, and lovers await the break of day?
And you'll notice that now the wind-up key is within reach of the window. So, now that he's turned around and distracted, we can stop the Maimtron.
But why?
You were trying to destroy us.
And worse, you butchered every song I wish I'd forgotten.
And another one bites, and another one bites, and another one bites the dust.
I hope he didn't fall on anybody important.
We'd better hurry down if we want to loot the body for spare parts.
I call dibs on any delicious candy that might spill from his demolished innards.
Do-do-do.
I have a question, Sam. How do you like me now, Spatula?
I'll ignore that question, Max, in order to say, look, holy knuckle-cracking Kringles on a bullet train with a sack full of ketchup-covered cheese logs.
It does not say that.
We were wrong about Mr. Spatula all along.
What do you mean, we?
This hitman wasn't sent by some lowly goldfish. It was sent from a bleak and desolate wasteland by the most ancient and powerful opponent we've ever faced. A hairy, bloated, pagan god. Santa Claus!
Loading.
Well, here we are at the North Pole.
When we find Santa, leave the talking to me. And the hasty trial, the harsh sentencing, and the immediate execution.
Hold on. You can't be Santa's judge, jury, and executioner. Don't I get to do anything?
What the hell are they doing here?
I don't know.
And we will find out what they are doing here next time. But once again, welcome everyone to the beginning of the second season of Sam and Max Beyond Time and Space. The Let's Play by Surat. Yes. Next time, we will find out what's going on around here. So until then, take care, folks. Later.